नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम ज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा गदामग्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीगुरपदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहागणरघुनाथान्वितां तां सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्री राधा कृष्ण पादां सहगण ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांता राधा कांता नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay, so we are in the third class now. We'll have a quick rinse and repeat. So what did we see in the last class? Maybe Prabhuji can turn this about. So it's okay. I mean, since we are not having both, that's okay. So what are we having? So what did we see in the last class? Yeah.
Preparing for the war.
Preparing for the war. What is it then? That is the previous class, last class.
The condition of the Arjuna.
Condition of Arjuna. Okay. Okay, he's giving a lot of reasons. Okay, what kind of reasons he's giving? His body is shivering. Okay. His Gandhi is slipping. Okay. Okay, take the book. Which sloka? So we have Rajshekar Ram Raghuvi Prabhu also. So please joining us today. Prabhu, you can come friend little bit. All it's okay. I want to see you, Prabhu.
It's getting dried up and
Yeah.
his body is burning.
Yeah. So those are all his external symptoms. But more tell me more about what are all the reasons he's saying. Go to the sloka number. Go to sloka number. From which sloka he's saying? Go to sloka and then go by sloka. He's killing. So that is the first thing. So killing his own people. Okay. So what is it that? Be very specific. Go to the sloka. He is not happy. Correct.
Sharing the if I win the victory, they will not be there for sharing my happiness.
Okay.
They marked the Hanuman flag.
Yeah, Hanuman flag is victory sign. Okay. See from sloka 28 onwards, right? So go to sloka number 28.
Arjun sees all his relatives and all brothers, sisters. सबको देखकर, can I speak in Hindi?
Yeah.
देखकर उनको फिर ना एक करुणा, एक दया का भाव अंदर मन में आया।
Correct.
किसी को देखकर कि मैं करना पड़ेगा तो उनका शरीर कांपने लग जाए।
Correct. That is the first stage. Okay. After that, he starts speaking, right? So this is the most important section. After that, so from 31, sloka number 31. Okay, go repeat. Okay, just go repeat. So read from 29th sloka. Everybody one by one read the main translation. Anybody read 29th translation? What is the 29th translation?
My whole body is trembling. Fighting spirit. I feel the limbs of my body quivering and my mouth joined up.
Okay, so the first thing is he's seeing his friends and relatives. Okay, see, this is a very important section. Please listen. Please be very attentive. This is a very important section in which Arjuna is giving all kind of reasons not to fight. So this is, yeah. So from now onwards, he's giving a lot of reasons. So you need to know what are all the reasons. What is the first reason he's giving? I'm seeing my friends and relatives with me, and I feel so seeing the friends, just by seeing the friends and relatives, his condition, his body condition, his mind is getting changed. Okay, first one. Okay, second one. Somebody read. My whole body is trembling. My hair is standing on it. Okay. Okay. Fine. Okay, go ahead. Next one.
I am now unable to stand without myself, and my mind is reading. I see only portions of this fortune.
Okay, so all these three, 28, 29, and 30 together is because just by seeing them, he is getting disturbed. Okay, so just by seeing them, he's getting disturbed. Okay, okay. Now, 30, 31.
Not see how any good can come from killing my own kinsman with his daughter. Better, nor can I, my dear Krishna, desire any subsequent victory, kingdom, or happiness.
So I do not see. Second reason is I do not see any good coming from him. So there is no goodness. There is first thing is there is no happiness. Second thing is there is no goodness. So what is the difference between happiness and goodness? Happiness means something you state of mind, something enjoy. Goodness means something that will help them to something that will help them to be very nice. Okay, so there's a difference between happiness and goodness. Okay, this is the second reason. Okay, and third one. Okay, third one. Go ahead. 30.
What others are in the happiness or even life itself, when all those for whom we may desire them are now arrayed on this battlefield. O Madhusudana, when teachers, fathers, sons, grandfathers, maternal uncles, father-in-law, sons, grandsons, brother-in-law, and other relatives are ready to give up their lives and properties and are standing before me, why should I wish to kill them, even though they might otherwise kill me? O mentioner of all living entities, I am not prepared to fight with them, even in exchange for the three worlds, let alone this earth. What pleasure will we derive from killing the sons of Dhritarashtra?
अमरेंद्र बाबू, उसका जूम का थोड़ा फुल स्क्रीन करो. हाँ, yes, yes. राम प्रभात, full screen मत सुनो. Okay, so 32 to 35 is what are all the reasons seeing? So he's seeing whom? So he's seeing the teachers, he's seeing the father, he's seeing grandfather, he's seeing his uncles, he's seeing everybody. And then what happens? He's seeing grief. Like, what is the thing? Even if I get in exchange three worlds, whatever the upper planetary systems, lower planetary systems, even there, even if I get everything, I will not ready to fight. So what is the third reason he's saying? Even if I'm victorious, I'm not going to fight. Even if I get. So after fighting with them, off the light. So after getting after victorious or after getting the three worlds also, I will not be happy. Okay? So this is the third reason. Okay? Clear? Yes? Clear? Okay, now let us get into 36th sloka. So we have to see from 36, right? So this section from 30, 29 or 28, 29, 30 say, 28, 29, 30 say, pura till 46, the entire set of reasons why Arjuna is not ready to fight. Even in second chapter also, first few slokas, Arjuna is continuing to say he will not fight. Okay, so let's get into 36 this sloka.
Therefore, it is not proper cause to the son of Dhritarashtra and all that. How should we gain what Krishna husband from the goddess of fortune? How to be gain nothing but
Somebody want to read the sloka? Papam. So in this sloka, I think last class we saw the main six kind of atatayana. Okay, so Sanskrit word of atatayana, you should remember aggressors. So what is Arjuna saying? Sin will overcome us if we slay aggressors. What is Arjuna saying? So he's trying to find out all kind of reasons. So this reason, what he's saying, if I kill them, I will get papam. For example, if I kill somebody, I will get papam, right? So that is what he's saying. So what Prabhupada is saying, if you kill this set of people, you will never get papam. Clear? Arjuna, what Arjuna is saying, if you kill these people, I will get papam. But what Prabhupada is saying, if you kill these set of 6 people, you will never get papam. Okay? Understood? Clear? So what is saying? Papam evashraya dasha. So papam evashraya dasman hatvaitan atatainaha. Okay, so according to Arjuna, it will get sin. But what Prabhupada is saying, it is because they are all atatainaha. In according to Vedic injection, according to our shastra, if somebody is burning their house, so he's giving all these 6 reasons, poison giver, all these things. What is the punishment? They can be killed. Okay, so this is the understanding. So Prabhupada is giving this one. I think yesterday, last class we have seen this purport, correct? So please note down, this is the next reason. Sin will overcome us if we slay such aggressors. Okay, therefore it is not proper for us to kill the sons of Dhritarashtra and our friends. So what is the gain? We will never we'll never be able to get any gain. So we will fight. We'll have to stop, or I will stop, or I will not fight.
One was first was no gain, second was no goodness is there.
No goodness.
Third one,
No happiness.
no happiness.
All no. Now he is saying sin will come. Okay. Prabhuji, you want to attend Bhakti Steps course or? Yeah, Bhakti Steps. Prabhu, you can go to the upstairs. Yeah.
Aggressors, यहाँ पे लिखा हुआ है, there are 6 kinds of aggressors.
Correct.
The poison giver, the one who sets fire, and one who attacks the deadly weapons, and one who plunders riches. ये क्या मतलब? What are these?
They called as Atatayana. So that is what Arjuna is saying, that I will, if we kill Papam Eva Dasman Hatvaitan Atatayana. So he's saying, if I kill these kind of people, I will get Papam.
These are kinds of.
These are the kinds of people. These are the kinds of people. But Prabhupada is saying, these kinds of people, if you kill them also, no harm. Because as per Shastra Pramanam, they are supposed to be punished. So according to Vedic injection, these kinds of 6 aggressors are at once killed. So no sin is occurred. So Ram Prabhu, we will continue this particular portion. Then I will we will have a summary and then we will come to go. Okay. Clear so far? So what is the significance in this sloka? Swajanam hi katam hatva sukhinah shama madhava. Swajanam hi katam hatva sukhinah shama madhava. Shama madhava, you should understand what is meant by why Krishna is addressed as Madhava. Okay. Sabhandhavan swajanam hi Krishna katam hatva sukhinah shama madhava. So what is that I will get? Because I will never get sukhina. I will not get sukham. I will not get happiness. Oh Madhava. So Madhava means somebody who gives happiness, somebody who gives pleasure, somebody who gives auspiciousness, somebody who gives good things. Okay. So Krishna, you are there to give me everything, but I will never get anything because I'm going to kill them. Okay. So this is a oxymoron way of saying. Okay. So see, you are going to give me everything, but I will not get anything. Okay. That is why he's using the word Madhava. Clear? So Prabhupada is saying, after all kingdoms and pleasures derived from there are not permanent. Why should he risk his life by eternal salvation? Okay, Arjuna addressing Krishna is significant in this connection. Okay. Can you go to the next sloka? Okay. Yes, usually when you have goddess of fortune, when somebody is there, when Lakshmi is there at the house, directly you'll have all mangalam, auspiciousness. Auspiciousness includes happiness. Part of auspiciousness is happiness. So that is part of the. Generally, it is not required that when Lakshmi Devi is there, it is not that every time a lot of wealth is there. It includes happiness also. Correct. Yes, yes. We have seen, right? Everywhere, wherever. So the previous ones, we have seen him as Gudak, as Rishikesha. We have seen him as Govinda. So everything has got that connection. Can we go to the next sloka?
Janardhan, although these men, their hearts overtaken by greed, see no fault in killing one's family or quarreling with friends, why should we, who can see the crime in destroying a family, engage in these acts of sin?
Okay. But this sloka's translation, the purport. Okay, read the purport. Yeah. Go ahead, go ahead.
A Kshatriya is not supposed to refuse to battle or gamble when he is so invited by some rival party. Under such an obligation, Arjuna could not refuse to fight because he had been challenged by the party of Duryodhana. In this connection, Arjuna considered that the other party might be blind to the effects of such challenge. Arjuna, however, could see the evil's consequences and could not accept the challenge. Obligations is actually binding when the effect is good, but when the effect is otherwise, then no one can be bound. Considering all these pros and cons, Arjuna decided not to fight.
So last class I told you about obligation. So who was very much obligated? Kshatriyas. Now I told you about one example about Yudhishthira. What is Yudhishthira's weakness? Gambling. So obligation means, like, as a Kshatriya, if somebody comes and calls you for a fight or a compliment, you're directly obligated. Okay, but as per Shastra, obligation comes whenever it's like give and take. It's not that it is always like, somebody comes for you, call you, and then you go and do it, right? So obligation is like somebody seeks you help, and then you do that help. Automatically, that person is obligated to you. But that is not the Kshatriya mentality. Kshatriya mentality is like they call you for a war or call you for a fight or call you for a game of this gambling. Then that is where you bring that Kshatriya spirit. I mean, that also you can decide. You can decide whether to go or not to go. At that moment, if you are induced by your senses, induced by your weakness, then you automatically go. Okay? So it is not an obligation. So that is what Prabhupada is mentioning. Obligation is actually binding when the effect is good. Right? If it is good, then you go ahead. Otherwise it is not at all required. Correct. You can take up challenge, but at the same point of time, if it is good, or if he sees that something which will be better happening, then you can take it up. Otherwise, you just ignore. That is his weakness. That is what I'm saying. See, for example, I'll tell you, Arjuna, Krishna, when who came to fight with Krishna in Mathura after killing Kamsa? Jarasandha came. Right? So every time Krishna will go and fight with them, Jarasandha will be defeated, he will go. But at one point of time, Krishna will decide, no, I will not fight with Jarasandha, then he will start running away. Right? Then he will start running away, then there will be another demon, and then he will go. So Krishna will decide whether to fight or not to fight. In many situations, Krishna will say, okay, I'll fight with him, no, I will not fight with him. So sometimes Krishna will just run away, Krishna will escape.
That's why it's why Krishna is called Ranchor.
Ranchor.
But Prabhu, this one is the elder said. The elder said he has to take the he got no choice.
Yeah, here no, yeah, those are all the reasons. But still, when there is a weakness, he had a little weakness. That is what Krishna is saying after in Mahabharata. If you read, there will be a weakness. There is an obligation. But at that point of time, if you seek seniors' help, if you seek others' help, then that will be safe for you. Because the first time he got defeated, he went to the forest, 14 years, everything, and this one. Then the second time, when he was called for the gamble game, what he should have done? He should have been little smart and then called for Krishna to help. But what he did, he just went along with the weakness.
The personification for dharma. Dharma itself is not able to protect.
No, personification of dharma here means following certain rules and regulations. But at the same time, here what is Yudhishthira's role as is that, like, sometimes at certain situations, because of the that particular Kshatriya mentality and other things, he's kind of overcoming that particular
Because of all the
modes of nature, you can see. Okay. But this sloka, more importantly, we need to understand about this one. Okay. The Sanskrit. Okay. Kulakshaye kritam dosham prapshayadhir janardana. Okay. Here also kulakshaye kritam dosham. Kulakshaye kritam dosham is kulakshaye means killing of the kulam, killing of the family, dosham. Okay. Mitra dohecha. So if somebody is fighting with your own friends, it's like killing your own friend. Mitra droham. Mitra doham means what? Like, going against your friends. Like you have, so you within friendship, you always have a bonding, a trust, a loyalty, and a loving affection. So it is against mitra, against the friendship. Okay? So that is one reason. Mitra dohecha patakam. Patakam means very, very most sinful reaction. Okay. Then katam nyayam asmabihi. So he's saying the next one. Okay. The second part of the sloka is also very nice. Okay. So what he's saying, why should be one who can see the crime in destroying a family? So you are telling me to fight, but if I'm going to fight, what will happen? The entire family will be destroyed. The men in the whole family will be destroyed. If the men is destroyed, the entire family will get ruined. Correct? So somebody at the head of the family, if he goes to fight, if the head of the family is killed, then what will happen to the family? The entire family will be destroyed or left out. Correct? It's a very valid reason. Yes or no? Yes. Very valid reason. So this sloka and then the coming sloka also will see together.
he's talking on from the Shastri.
Yeah, it is all from the Shastras. He's saying if I kill these people, I'll get sin. If I do this, I'll get papam. If I fight, then the entire family will be destroyed. According to Vedic system, head of the family should not be killed. So he's trying to bring out all the reasons. Kulakshaye pranashyanti kuladharma sanatanaham dharme nashte kulam krishnam adharmo bhi bhavati yutam. Read the
With
translation.
the destruction of dynasty, the Kituman family tradition is vanquished, and thus the rest of the family becomes involved in irritating.
Yeah, read the purport.
Protect the family traditions was the other reason.
Correct. No, read the purport. Read the purport.
In the system of the Varnashram institution, there are many principles of religious tradition to help members of the family grow properly and attain spiritual values. The elder members are responsible for such purifying process in the family, beginning from birth to death. But on the death of the elder members, such family traditions of purification may stop, and the remaining younger family members may develop irreligious habits and thereby lose their chance for spiritual salvation. Therefore, for no purpose should the elder members of the family be slain.
Correct. So these two slokas together. Okay, 138 and 39. So what happens if the elders of the family are destroyed? How?
There's no one to guide.
No one to guide. That is more important. Okay. So nobody to guide and nobody to teach them, nobody to tell them what is right, what is wrong. Obviously, right, in our own family, we know whenever we have some questions, what to whom we approach, either our parents or to grandparents or somebody who is kind of senior who has gone through various deaths and births, so many, whatever be it, right? So that is very important. And then that the sloka is also very importantly, Kulakshe Pranashanti Kula Dharma Sanatanaha. So Kula Dharma. So in two ways, if you see, Kulakshe Pranashanti is one nice word which is getting vanquished. The second word is Kula Dharma Sanatanaha. So what is Sanatana means? Tradition. Sanatana is eternal, that which is permanent. What is permanent? Kula Dharma. Right? So any society requires Kula Dharma. Any individual requires Swadharma. As an individual, as a person, I am, what is required for me? Swadharma. I should know what I am going to do. Okay. But if I'm part of the society, I should know what is the Kula Dharma. I belong to a community. I belong to a particular set of caste, whatever be it. So for me to grow spiritually, for me to understand my spiritual values, for me to know what is right and wrong, I should know my Kula Dharma. Correct? So now you will say, I don't know, I'm out of this, I've come out of. So whatever be it, if you don't know your Kula Dharma, you will never be able to know what is. So Swadharma is the act that you perform on a regular basis. Clear?
Is it that what is the family tradition?
Yeah, family tradition. Yeah, worshipping. Yes, everything, whatever be it. Worshipping the deity, worshipping a particular devata, performing certain rituals, performing certain acts. So everything will vary according to the Kula. Right? And they have their own ways, means. So we will never get into, some will be opposite, some will be overlapping based on the time, place, circumstances, everything. But most importantly, you have to follow it. There's no choice. Right? Then otherwise you are a Pashandi or you are a atheist or you are kind of somebody out of the. So whatever Arjuna is saying is a very, very valid point. What he is saying, if the eldest of the person is destroyed, it is not only the person is getting destroyed, but from the person, the entire Kula Dharma itself will destroy. Yes, this is also very important reason. See, back in India, there is, if you go to some specific villages, that village will have certain communities who will do only pottery, right? Certain villages we do only weaving. So all kind of Kula Dharma or Kula occupation, right? So occupational duties also is binded to that. So one of them will go away from the society or this one, the entire thing will go away. It is already happened. We can see the tradition changing, right? Only few of them, if you go to village, only few of them will be there. The entire village would have got modified or kind of transformed into different thing. Right? The third line is nice. Dharma nashte kulam krishnam adharmo vibhadet. So dharma nashte. So dharma will be destroyed. Kulam krishnam adharma will come. So one thing is religion will get destroyed. Adharma is also will. Another reason is that also will increase. Which means what, all kind of irreligious activities will start come. So whatever is right, they don't know. They'll start doing all nonsense, all kind of other activities, abominable activities. Okay. Okay, 40.
Dharma Bhagavate Krishna Pradukshayanti Kulasthira Nishu Dustashu Var
Varshneya.
Jati Varna Sankara. When irreligion is prominent in the family, O Krishna, the women of the family become polluted, and from the degradation of womanhood, O descendant of Vrishni, comes unwanted potency. Purport. Good population in the human society is the basic principle of peace, prosperity, and spiritual progress in the life. The Varnashram religion principles were so designed that the good population would prevail in the society for the general spiritual progress of the state and community. Such population depends on the chastity and faithfulness of its womanhood. As children are very prone to be misled, women are similarly very prone to degradation. Therefore, both children and women require protection by the elder members of the family. By being engaged in various religious practices, women will not be misled in adultery. According to Chanakya Pandita, women are generally not very intelligent and therefore not trustworthy. So the different family traditions of the religion activity should always engage them, and thus their chastity and devotion will give birth to a good population eligible for participating in the Varnashram system. On the failure of such Varnashram dharma, naturally the woman becomes free to act and mix with men, and thus adultery is indulged in at the risk of unwanted population. Irresponsible men also provoke adultery in the society, and thus unwanted children flood the human race at the risk of war and pestilence.
Okay. The purport is very
Many controversies.
controversies are there. Okay, let's go one by one. Then, okay, when irreligion is prominent in the family, what will happen? Women of the family becomes polluted. So, what does it mean? Adharma bhivat Krishna pradyushyanti kulakstriya strishu dushtashu. So, what will happen? So, when the somebody at the family tradition who is trying to guide them is not there, what will happen? If the guidance is not there, the women will get misguided or misdirected, and then they will become totally into a wrong way of. So that's the first level. Okay, but what happens in certain families? If there is no head of the family, then there will not be any protection to the women or the ladies, and they will be completely exploited by the men. So this has been there not now, from 5,000, 6,000 years ago also the same thing. So it requires, what does it mean? It requires, so what Prabhupada generally says is women are to be protected. First point. Okay. Why protected? Because they are kind of prone to get misdirected, prone to get exploited, prone to get misused, we can say. Okay. So that is where they are called less intelligent. It is not that they are not intelligent because of, so they are like kind of, they'll succumb to the situations. Right. So we might have seen in our own ways by so much of experience, right? So that is where Prabhupada is using that. That is why he's quoting Chanakya.
This was the main thing which my daughter once heard.
Hmm.
She was very, Mama, what are you hearing? What are you listening? All these things. How can you accept all these things? I had no answer how to explain her, how to correct her.
Yeah, the word here non-intelligent here means at some point, even for men also, at some point of time, if somebody is forcing you or you are cornered, your intelligence will never work. You are succumb to that particular thing.
Take example of
Correct.
even men are
At time that at that 5,000 years ago, still the woman does not give an education.
No, everybody are well educated that time also. They will go.
But
They
I
will go.
asked that.
Yeah.
But then why the firm mentioned that women are not that intelligent?
Now, that is what I told you now. It is not about the intelligence of having the shastric study or knowledge of gaining of certain things. But if you are in a particular situation, you are cornered and you are this one, you will never be able to do anything. You will never be able to. It is like kind of situation where you are to be like succumb to that particular. Okay.
Main thing, Prabhuji, we can say the protection is the main thing, which is more important. That is acceptable. Ki women and girls, they need protection.
Children,
And
old people, yes.
They should have a man or husband or everything, whatever,
Yes.
to protect them. But less intelligent in the sense what you said, कि कोई एक circumstances होता है, means when they are helpless at that time.
Correct.
Then at that time, even if they are intelligent, that then doesn't work.
Nothing.
That what does it.
Correct. Why? Because Prabhupada preached the last line, irresponsible men provoke adultery in society. What is meant by irresponsible men? Here?
Who are not sensible.
Okay. Very direct. That everybody understands. But tell me correctly.
Not take care of the
Okay.
children.
Okay. Then
Who are in the wrong path. Like,
Okay, more. See, making very clear. Irresponsible men also provoke adultery. So I don't. Does it mean that because I'm not able to take care of the family, I will provoke adultery?
And they themselves want to engage in adultery, that's why they provoke adultery.
They are not under good guidance.
They are not on good guidance. Okay.
They are not following the time.
Hmm.
They are in the mode of ignorance.
They are more under ignorance. Okay. So what happens? Irresponsible men here means they are not able to. See, adultery means going away from the family, right? I'm not satisfied in certain family activities. That is why I'm involving in other adultery activities. I mean, going away from the family, right? Not satisfied with wife or whatever be the reason. So that is why they go. That is called as irresponsible. Clear? I am responsible person means I am bound by certain rules and regulations. I am bound by certain acts. I have to follow my dharma. I'm having a family. I have a wife, and I'm bound by that. But if I'm not, then only adultery comes.
Those are not following the four principles.
Four relative
One of the
principles.
principles.
Not following the four relative principles. It is not about taking care of the family. Say, I will take care of the family. Still, I will be responsible. Yes or no? There are so many situations like that, right? I will be very good in my family. I will be very good in the society, everything. But still, I'm irresponsible. How? I'll be involved in adultery also. So that is why Prabhupada is making a very nice point. He is still irresponsible. A responsible person is kind of a person who is showing example to the society, showing example to the entire community. Clear? So that is why every word Prabhupada uses is not ordinary words. We might simply say, oh, irresponsible means not taking care of him. No. Here, irresponsibility means a different terminology. So when the society brings that, and those days, because of that, they will have unwanted children, Varna Shankaraha. Okay, the word Varna Shankara is used, Jayate Varna Shankara. Varna means that particular thing, and Shankaraha means unwanted. Varna Shankara means unwanted progeny. Clear? Okay, this is one of the very strong reasons where Arjuna is making it very clear.
Prabhuji, in this book, in the Hindi translation one, यहाँ पे irresponsible के लिए they are written nithalle,
Literally.
which are not, who are not doing anything.
Correct. So that's what. So tell me in that context, what are they supposed to do? So in Hindi, it is saying they are not doing anything. What are they supposed to do? Karma of what? I'll ask questions, okay? You have to bear with me.
Good karma.
Good karma. Taking care of.
Taking.
Taking care of. So it's not doing means that I'm protecting my family, okay. But can you protect the society also? Yes. Somebody at the next door is not having a proper person, you go and see that they are taking care of that particular family also.
That will come under good karma.
That is good. What is the word pestilence? Google karo. What is pestilence? Disease, correct. Some kind of a pandemic or so what will happen when unwanted children flood the human society? What will happen? Generally, when there are unwanted, what is meant by unwanted children? That is how to understand. What is unwanted children?
Children who do not have proper values.
Children who do not know who their parents are. Children doesn't know their values. What will happen? So they will indulge in all kind of abominable activities from the beginning. So when all kind of activities include, so they will do all kind of activities. You will indulge in a lot of risk to the family, risk to the society, and then the risk to the entire community where they'll get all kind of disease also. See, to be more precise, they don't know what is the family value. They don't understand between sister and mother. They don't understand between uh, elderly people and then young people. So they'll all kind of these children will indulge in everything and whatever be it. Okay. Actually, Bhagavatam says in Kali Yuga, that is what will happen in the end of Kali Yuga. Bhagavatam says in the end of Kali Yuga, there will be marriage between brother and sister, not marriage, sex life between brother and own sister, mother and son, so many things. It is like if you read you will be like completely horrified. Which means all kind of disease, everything will come. Like hogs and dogs, like animals. What is meant by guidance? They will ask. Yeah,
Indirectly, they're saying irresponsible men are like animals.
correct. That's all. Okay, clear? Let's go to 41. We'll finish these 3 slokas, then come back to the first section. Okay, quickly. Sanskrit and purport. Sanskrit, yeah.
दोघंही भीतर तुरद खय घालावे तू का हँड ओव्हर दे त्यानं कोण सपोर्ट करेगी त्यानं नाही दे
It's often is performed by the because taking the remnants of the offered can deliver one from all kinds of things to the end. Sometimes the forefathers may be suffering the various types of things to the end. And sometimes some of them cannot even acquire gross material bodies and are forced to remain in subtle bodies like those. Thus, when the remnants of Prasadam are offered to the forefathers by descendants, the forefathers are released from the sleep or other kinds of material life. Such help rendered for the and those who are not in devotional life are required to perform the devotional. One who is engaged in the devotional life is not required to perform the life. Simply by performing devotional service, one can deliver hundreds and thousands of forefathers from all kinds of material. It is stated in the Bhagavad.
Okay, Prabhu, read the translation.
Anyone who has taken shelter of the lotus feet of Indra, the giver of liberation, giving up all kinds of liberation, and has taken to the path in all seriousness vows, neither duty nor obligation to the demigods, deities, family members, humankind, or society. Such obligations are automatically fulfilled by performance of devotional service to the Lord.
Okay. So what is the next reason he is giving? Arjuna's reason? An increase of unwanted population certainly causes hellish life for both the family and for those who have tradition. Okay. So first reason is Shankaro Naragaya Kulagnanam Kulakshaya. So this is the reason. Okay. So unwanted population leading to hellish life. This is another reason. Okay. For both the family and then for those who destroy the family tradition. So what happens? Arjuna himself is saying, I will get hellish life. Even if I win this battle, because I killed the family tradition, because I killed the head of the family, I might be bound to get hellish condition of life. Okay, this is the first one. Second one is Patanti Pitro Hi Esham Lupto Pindavo. So what happens if the ancestors? So there are 2 parts to it. Okay, first part is because the unwanted population increases, it will become hellish condition of life, and then whomsoever did it also will be affected. Clear? Second part is Patanti Pitro Hi Esham Lupto Pindavo. So what happens if the ancestors are gone away, or if somebody who's at the elders or the men in the society is one, then there will be no person to give Pindam to the ancestors. Okay, so this is also very important activity as per the Shastras. Okay. So what does Prabhupada saying in that in the Bhagavatam portion? Read this again. Anyone who has taken the shelter of lotus feet of Mukunda, the giver of liberation, okay? Sarvatmana hi sharanam sharanyam gato mukundam parhitya kartam. Okay. So what Prabhupada is saying, though this is very important, that the giving pindadan is very important, but somebody who has taken the complete shelter meaning full saranagati to Lord Mukunda, automatically everything is taken care. Okay. So Deva Rishi Bhutapta. So whatever obligations required. So for as per Varnashrama, as per Varnashrama or Manusmriti, there are some obligations you are supposed to perform, like either to Devata or Rishi or to the forefathers. So these are some of the obligations you are supposed to perform. But what is the Bhagavatam sloka saying? If you're Gato Mukundam Parhitya Kartam. So if you are completely taken shelter of Mukunda, then what will happen? You don't have to follow all these obligations. You will definitely be able to overcome or come beyond this particular thing and then have a complete blissful or person kind of, what do you say, a more dedicated devotion service. But yeah. So generally what is our acharyas recommend is, after some few years, when you feel that whatever activities that you perform in devotion service, if you feel whether the devotees or the Lord or your acharya is happy, then you can actually stop. But until and otherwise, then you have to follow the rules. Yes. That is what.
There's another one, other bit that will still continue going back to
Yeah.
to
Correct. So that is what.
rightfully,
Rightfully not required.
Yeah.
Rightfully not required. But still, if somebody wants to do it, nobody is going to stop them. Let them. Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. Devotees can stop for that particular person and that particular person's family. If they feel fully convinced, fully everything, then it's okay. So we will never be able to say, okay, don't do it, because we don't know the state of mind, the situation, everything. That is why I know so many of them don't do it also. That's what now. See, that is up to them.
smaller ones, all of them been doing forever. The people who passed away from 10 years, 20 years, but the problem is if I don't do it, my children will not do it. And then I don't know whether they will do it or not.
That's what I'm saying. So if you're, no, that is what. So if you feel like, no, not wrong, please do it. That's what we'll say.
Further family tradition between the next generation does not follow.
No issues. Do it. Please do it. That's what he will say. See, Prabhupada is making it very clear. Such obligations are automatically fulfilled by the Paramahansa devotion service. But if you feel like your devotion service is not fully onto that particular one, then you have to do the obligations. That's it. Okay. Jati dharma.
By the evil deeds of those who destroy the family tradition and thus give rise to unwanted children, all kinds of community projects and family welfare activities are devastated. Community projects for the four orders of human society, combined with family welfare activities as they are set forth by the institution of Sanatana Dharma or Varnashram Dharma, are designed to enable the human being to attain his ultimate salvation. Therefore, the breaking of the Sanatana Dharma tradition by irresponsible leaders of society brings about chaos in that society, and consequently, people forget the aim of life, Vishnu. Such leaders are called blind, and persons who follow such leaders are sure to be led into chaos.
Okay. Dosha yete kula jnanam Varna Shankara Karakaihi, puts in the Jati Dharma. Okay, the Jati Dharma, as I mentioned, no? Kula Dharma and Jati Dharma. Jati Dharma is little specific to one particular community or one particular jati, and then they will follow that. So that also will get destroyed. So he's giving another reason. So one is Kula Dharma also will go. Now what happened? Jati Dharma also will. Kula Dharma cha Shashvataha. Because which are all kind of Shashvata, which are all kind of eternal, everything will automatically get destroyed. Okay. So Prabhupada is making, therefore, breaking of the Sanatana Dharma tradition by irresponsible leaders of society brings about chaos in the society. Any example? Any example of leaders who have irresponsibly killed the Sanatana Dharma? Any examples? Huh? Anything?
They are not setting the right examples.
They are not setting examples. See, nowadays, no, certain leaders will say, no, you don't have to follow Vinayak Chaturthi or no, Ganesh Chaturthi. It is not at all in our thing. So they will create their own way of doing it. In at least in South India, they'll say April 1st is no, I mean, sorry, we have our New Year day, right? That comes in April. So they'll say, no, New Year is only on January 1st. Don't do this. Don't stop doing the festival of New Year at all. Huh?
Like in Calcutta, Prabhuji, the Mamta
Uh.
is telling Jai Shri Ram, she gets angry. Why people are saying Jai Shri Ram? But to make her more angry, they are saying Jai Shri Ram in front of her. They will start shouting. She's like that only because she's Muslim Bengali, na. So she's with Muslims but against Hindus. So during Durga Puja also she'll create some rules and regulations. She'll not. So Visarjan ke samay pe bhi she starts creating some new rules and regulations. No doing blockage of the roads and all something she does like.
Very good example of
No, there are so many. I mean, even a lot of you're talking about now. Even in even a lot of kings also, they are against certain basic principles. They destroyed all the entire Muslim, all the Mughals, everybody. They destroyed the entire Sanatan Dharma. This sloka we use in our corporate training for leadership. There are leadership training. Okay, so there are multiple slokas in this. When we give leadership training, we use this sloka also. So Prabhupada is using word, if the leaders are blind, okay, persons who follow the leaders also will become. So it is very important that leaders are knowledgeable. Leaders are setting an example. Leaders should know what is right or wrong. So very important. The responsibility of leadership is very importantly broader. Prabhupada uses leadership qualities across multiple slokas. Right? So we will go through some of them.
O Krishna, container of the people, I have heard by disciples successors that those whose family traditions are destroyed were always in death. Arjuna bases his argument not on his own personal experience, but on what he has heard from the authority. That is the way of achieving real knowledge. One cannot reach the real point of factual knowledge without being held by the right person already established in that knowledge. There is a system in Varnashram institution by which before death one has to undergo the process of appointment for his simple activity. One will always engage in simple activity. Must utilize the process of appointment for five steps. Without doing so, one surely will be transferred to the next planet to undergo miserable life as a result of simple activity.
Okay, so what is this reason he's saying? Uchanna Kula Dharmana Manushanam Janardana. Okay, Krishna is addressed as what? Janardana. So the word Manushanam and Janardana go together. How? Janardana means? Huh? Janardana means what? Krishna. Janardana means Krishna. Oh, no, that's okay. What is Janardana?
They want to pay.
Maintainer of people. Okay, maintainer of people. So Manushyanam Janardana. So all these people, Uchanam Kuladharmana Manushyanam. So all these people will get into Narakam, will get into this one, or Janardana. You are supposed to protect them. Okay? So you put it the other way. Janardana, you are supposed to guide them, you are supposed to protect them, but these people will go to Narakam, they'll go to hell. Right? So he is making it little more. Naraka Nityam Vasho Bhavati Vadushushu. It is you're going there, but you're based on your karma calculation, then you can come back also. Come back or you can go up also. So Krishna will decide, okay, if your debit balance is less and credit balance is more, then he will say, okay, first go and
I'm not so worried because everybody somehow will go and because you would have done something wrong. He's responsible.
he'll be responsible.
There will be many years in heaven.
He's worried about all consequences.
Then when you are given this choice, there was this person whether you should go to hell first or heaven first.
That is not your choice, Krishna's choice. Krishna will see. This is one nice story also. Remember, there, I don't know whether I told. See this. There's really one papishti, or he's a worst sinner, but he might have done little bit of this one. Okay. So what he does is when he goes on the way, for example, somebody going via Kaf Road to the next side, then you have the lounge and bar, right? So every time when he goes, he just takes one flower. There is a tree on this side, for example. It happened. It's a story in the Shastra. So there's a tree next to this temple, and then you have the branches coming out, and then the flowers are also coming, kind of blooming out. So this person, what he will do is before going to the bar or whatever the lounge or whatever there, he will just pluck the flower, and then while crossing the temple, he will just throw the flower and then go. That's all. It is like kind of somebody usually in our whatever you see, your hand automatically goes. This guy used to do that. So he'll just pluck the flower, he'll just throw into the temple and goes. So that was his routine for many years. And then he died. Obviously, what is his debit balance is more. So he's taken to before taking to hell, Yamadharmara is asking, okay, what is that you want to do? So he's saying, what is he's saying, you have done only only one good, nice, this one. What is it? At least during that time, before going to the bar or whatever, you have done this good thing, knowingly or unknowingly. Okay, you can go there and you can go to the heaven. Okay, so this fellow, this is again a story. So intelligently I will say, you have a big garden in the heaven? Yeah, of course we have the garden in the heaven. Okay, I want to go to that garden. How many minutes? 5 minutes. That is what is quota. So he goes to that heaven. What does he do? He utilizes that 5 minutes to gather as much as flowers as possible. Then comes back, goes to a temple in the heaven. He just puts the flowers. Then again recalculate. Recalculate what happened. His quota is. It's a joke, but more important, the story until the bottom line of the story is what you. Yeah. Salpamapasya trayato mahato bhaya. Okay, second chapter, Krishna will say, even if you do a small endeavor, trayato mahato bhati, it will come out of lot of fears, lot of things which you will never even know. Okay, this sloka is where, so far Krishna, so far Arjuna, what is he doing? He is giving his own reasons, his own conviction, his own belief, his own knowledge, his own confidence. Now he is using bhavati iti anushushamaha. Okay. Sometimes when you go for an argument, you will say whatever you tell. Then finally you will say, oh, my father told, I have read in this book, you don't know. So try to get more convincing from references from others. Right? So I've heard from a lot of Shastra, I've heard from Vedic this one, I've heard from this one, I've heard from my forefathers that if this thing happens, Narakam, you will go to Naraka Nityam Loke. He's making Nityam Vaso. Vaso means living there, right? So residence.
got many gods before this. Why suddenly all of these nations on this?
All the other things, he was seeing them as enemy only. He was absolutely enemy. Even before that, he was like, he was very pretty sure who's there. This time also, he was ready to fight against Kauravas. But what did Krishna do? Purposely put him under in front of his own grandfather, uncle, and then this one.
But
So-
the same thing happens in all the world, right? So
Correct.
get destroyed,
Correct.
get polluted. Everything happens the same way because we have still many people support the family. But now he's worried about family. He really said that.
See, whatever war he went against is not his family, no.
Then he's only worried about his family now. Because
Yeah, family.
previously he was enemy, so it was okay to do all these.
See, another reason. Correct.
You know what, actually, your is focus and that already before fighting for this fighting. But still, why he is taking all these measures or why he is having so much doubt? That is not surrendered to Krishna.
Why?
So he is already surrendered. That's why he took Krishna as the son. He accepted that he became his son.
Not yet.
Not yet.
He took Krishna as his son because he is friend. That's all. He had a lot of respect. He had a lot of this one, but not like complete surrender. Like no, I don't.
Does it mean that Arjuna does not know that he is the supreme person?
Yes,
Not yet. Before before the Bhagavad Gita.
Even we don't know whether he is supreme. Till now, we don't know. I don't know. Okay. Very difficult, right?
Family is like so because they like body was thinking that attachment is so strong. And it's not that he was very close, he was close with the younger days, but then they went. I think that the unity is not there unless it's always thinking about the younger days, not a good time. But when you come back, it's all like friction.
Usually, what is if you see some very tall personalities, they'll have the other side of their heart is like butter or melting butter. So even if they are like kind of very big kshatriyas or very kind of mancho big people, but they are actually very soft in their heart when it comes to their own family members, with their own children, with their own this one. Okay, so Arjuna is that kind of a personality. What happened? Okay.
Specifically the gurus and.
Yeah, it is specifically his own guru, his own father, this one. So what Prabhu's question is, he's a great warrior, he's have a Kshatriya mentality, everything. But still, when somebody comes to have that family, this one, the compassion, one way of seeing it is, he is as a devotee, as a person, the compassion nature will automatically come out. That compassion is very important and that comes out automatically, which is natural. It is obviously that nature should come out, right? That is very important. That is why Arjuna is glorified. Why Arjuna is glorified? In this particular situation, how the compassion nature of the particular and the natural characteristics of Arjuna comes out. It's very natural.
This is for us to learn. Everything for us to learn.
Yes. We have to bring out our compassion nature.
Krishna, through Arjuna, is showing what actual people think when they come in this situation.
Correct.
This is what.
Even it applies to us also, right? Whenever is a situation, what is the real nature of you? You are a very hard-hearted or stone-hearted, then your heart should melt for that particular situation.
Even though I'm there, that from them like how far as the enemy, but he did not come to a situation that they will die.
No.
This situation only is thinking, okay, if this war happens, then everybody will die. That what goes over my family members.
So earlier also he knows that they will die, but he was not bothered. He was like, okay, they are all enemies. But that is why the situation is like Krishna making him to understand that this death is also similar to the previous whatever thing. Understood. It is going to be the same thing. Okay. This line is also very important. Last line: one who is always engaged in sinful activities must utilize the process of atonement. Without doing so, one will be definitely transferred. So what is meant by prayaschitta is the process of atonement. So what is this much nice word? Must utilize the process of atonement. What does that mean?
Question is, there is a tiresome festival that happens, right? They go through smoking their skin.
Yeah.
Is that a similar practice of atonement?
No, that is more of
Doing a kind of stuff.
that is more of ritual and tapasya.
The reason behind that is that they are saying, okay, fine, I have done a lot of sins. Now I'm giving some partiality to my body where I.
You can say. Maybe we don't know their reason. Yes, Prabhu.
It's a chance to connect their
It is a correct. It is a chance to correct.
not to push at it, but I think it's different because I was yeah, they pray to for something good.
Yeah.
And as a result, go back, give back. Not a simple reaction, yeah, atonement. So it's
Correct.
not for atonement, yeah, atonement, I think, I don't know that, it's good example.
But is there an example of atonement?
Lot of atonement.
Another word for atonement is.
No.
Taking bath in Ganga is also.
Okay, taking bath in Ganga is an atonement. Lot of atonements are there.
That's not.
Circumambulating one particular 108 times.
It's not do holy business, they will go around on
Yeah.
the floor.
Yeah.
Do something.
Is that austerity or atonement?
Atonement can be done through austerity. Yeah, that's why it depends upon the person what he is doing. It's like, generally we used to say, right? If you want to, if you go and pray to the Lord for me to get 100% mark, okay, you will say, I will do 108 coconuts or I will shave my head. Okay. When do you do it is more important. You do it before or do it afterwards. If you do it before, it is austerity. If you do it afterwards, it is kind of bargain. Same thing, you perform certain wrong activity and then you do it means it is kind of a compensation.
But in the Shastra, it is also said that if you do pap and if you do a punya, they don't get nothing.
No.
So this atonement and prayaschitta, how will some.
Atonement prayaschitta is only to nullify the sinful reactions.
How to be nullified, but Shastra says pap and punya cannot be nullified.
Yeah, it cannot be nullified.
Atonement is not a.
Performing?
Cannot nullify the simple reaction.
No.
How will it nullify the simple reaction? We are saying every action is after care.
Correct.
So by karma, you are accumulating.
Give an example. Give me an example.
Because if you are drinking 2 glasses of whiskey and going to the bar, and then next day you go to the temple and offer some flowers, does not mean that you nullify.
No.
The drinking that you did.
No.
Right?
No.
So then this prayaschitta, how will this nullify the drinking that I did on that life?
So prayaschitta, for every sin, there is a defined prayaschitam. Okay. It is not as making, giving the punya karma. No. So that is an action just only for performing atonement. That's all.
By confessing, they think they have done this.
No, they will pray actually. So one is confession. What typically they do is Christians, they confess, they do a lot of prayers. So praying is also one way of atonement. So by performing certain prayers, it is not that they are doing punya karma at that time. They are just performing that to nullify that particular sinful activity.
That way, you are chanting Hare Krishna.
No. No, chanting Hare Krishna mantra is never nullify anything. It's only for purification, only for this. It is a step towards atonement.
So this is indulging in devotional service and giving all your heart to the Supreme Personality of God. Then it is said that all your papam is nullified.
That the Lord will decide.
Yeah, everything will.
That he will decide.
Yeah,
But
there
as
is-
per we follow through Shastra, for example, I'll tell you certain examples. If you follow certain, if you have done some papam, in Shastra they'll say you have to do dharma, you have to do certain charity, right? So which means what? Whatever your hard-earned money, you have to go and do a lot of charity to somebody. So when you do that charity, whether that goes to punya karma, no. Just for that particular act of sin, you are doing that particular atonement that gets settled there. But after that, if you continue, huh?
They should not repeat, no?
It should not repeat. But
You kill somebody,
Yeah,
what
but
will
the
you-
thing is that,
it is there. Manusmriti says lot of details.
does it mean that completion of crimes is like, any sin has been done like murder or robbery or something like that, then that practitioner doesn't fall as atonement?
Yeah, if we are only-
Whatever punishment they accept.
Yeah, yes. Yes. They undergo certain punishments, right? That is also prayashchitta. Okay, let's quickly get in.
So, Tathānaṁ Pāpam, Sarvam Yā Vajitā Vayam, Yash Rāja Chukā Dopane, Antam Svajnāna Dayādāna. Allah, how strange it is that we are preparing to commit greatly spiritual driven by the desire to enjoy the royal happiness. We are intent on delaying our own engagement. But for driven by selfish motive, one may be inclined to such sinful acts as the killing of one's own brother, father, or mother. There are many such instances in the history of the world. But Arjuna, being a saintly devotee of the Lord, is always conscious of moral principle and therefore takes care to avoid such activities.
By driven by selfish motives, one may be inclined to such sinful activities as killing of own brother, father, mother also. So so history, it says sometimes the Kshatriya person will kill his own family members to take over the kingdom. So that is also happened. So Arjuna, what Arjuna is giving, this is also, it is not good for me. Whatever act that I'm trying to do will actually give me more of sin, more of papa, and more of destruction. So what is it? Aho mahat. The word aho means, okay. Aho means oh, like now in our way of expression. Aho means kind of expressing that. Bata mahat papam. Okay. Kartum vyavasita vayam. So I'm trying to, what is that I'm trying to do? Raja sukha lobena. I'm trying just by the greed. So he's giving out like, oh, what am I supposed to do? I'm really going to kill everybody and then I will get a lot of papam. I'm not getting into this one. This is all because of what? Lobena, sukha lobena. Loba means greed, more of greed. So he's making out another. So I'm getting more of greed. So I will not do this activity. Okay, next one.
Yajimamam Param Asastram Sastra Panyaya Dharta Sastra Dhanenanyo Sanje Kemataram Bhavit. Better for me if the sons of Dhritarashtra, weapons in hands, were to kill me unarmed and unresisting on the battlefield. Purport, it is the custom according to Kshatriya fighting principles that are unarmed and unwilling foes should not be attacked. Arjuna, however, decided that even if attacked by the enemy in such an awkward position, he would not fight. He did not consider how much the other party was bent upon fighting. All these symptoms are due to soft-heartedness, resulting from his being a great devotee of the Lord.
Okay, so last three slokas is what? He is totally giving up, not surrender, totally giving up. He is like, no, I cannot. He is not surrender. He is like, oh, I will not. Okay. He's like, I'm like, totally.
Being a devotee, I am very aware of my activities.
No. I don't know anything. I'm not even a devotee. No.
Not to fight.
I'm not. I'm.
Previous, you said Arjuna is telling that I am devotee of the Lord.
Where?
Sloka number 44. Arjuna, being a saintly devotee of the Lord, is always conscious of the moral principles and therefore take care of and avoid such activities.
Correct. He's like, what he's saying, he's more from a moral perspective. Oh, this is not like, so I'm a good person. Hey, I'm a very nice person, yeah, I will not fight. That is his reason. Okay. Yeah, he's like, hey, better you come and kill me. I'm ready. I'm just putting it out. Yeah.
So if he like that, they should also shouldn't attack him or something.
They shouldn't attack him also. And obviously, they are not supposed to attack. But in the next sloka, is going to say, even if they are ready to kill me, I will not take my weapon. In the second chapter, he will say, I'm putting my weapon away. Now, if they are going to come and kill me, I will not resist. Let them kill me. Yeah.
He's saying no, even if they come and
Correct. He would not fight. Yeah. He decided even if attacked by enemy in such an awkward position, he would not fight. Yeah, in this location, correct. Yeah. Generally, what is been like if you are unarmed and unwilling, you are not supposed to be attacked. But still, if they attack because they are like that situation, that is okay.
yeah, here they are done, right? They can attack them.
Yeah.
They'll attack one.
But when he's trying to do this, he's trying to induce them not to fight. Because if he's running, they won't be a problem.
No, but here situation is like, I told you the last class, he's talking with Krishna. This entire army lineup is so large. So he's only in front of this one. He's not in front of Dhritarashtra and Duryodhana and others. So they are far away.
The partitions are already known.
Yeah,
What is supposed to
yeah. What is supposed to start? Yeah.
They will start, but some signal.
Yeah. The
Somebody must put the arrow.
Yes.
Probably him or whatever. So
Yes.
if you never start, all of you will think it's
Correct. Okay. Last sloka.
Arjuna, having thus spoken on the battlefield, cast aside his bow and arrows and sat down on the chariot, his mind overwhelmed with grief. While observing the situation of his enemy, Arjuna stood up on the chariot, but he was so afflicted with lamentation that he sat down again, setting aside his bow and arrows. Such a kind and soft-hearted person in the devotional service of the Lord, he speaks to receive self-knowledge.
Okay. So very nice, Prabhupada, making it very clearly. Who will get self-knowledge? Somebody who is very kind, somebody who is very soft-hearted, somebody who is very good devotional, this one, then they will get knowledge. Okay. But what is the, from Sanjaya's point of view? So when he stood up in the previous set of slokas, when he stood up, what was his mentality? First thing, when he asked Arjuna, when Arjuna asked Krishna, what was the first question he asked? Which sloka? What is the first thing Arjuna asked Krishna? No.
Being my friend and relative, like,
No.
taking law.
No.
He wanted to see what who are all
He wanted to see who was come to fight.
who are all come to fight and support
Not in
the
the middle, he's not friends with nothing. He was very puffed up. He was like kind of, I want to see so he stood up with kind of more pride and this one, like this, and then he said, okay, Arjuna, Krishna, take me. I want to see who was come and fight. That's all. So now what happened? He sat down. He said, no, no, no. Then his Gandivam all gone down. And he said, no. So that ends this chapter. So what has happened? Arjuna having thus spoken on the battle, he's cast his aside his bow and arrows, and sat down on a chariot. His mind overwhelmed with grief. Shoka samvigna manasaha. Very nice in Sanskrit word. What is meant by shoka samvigna manasaha? Okay. So shoka samvigna manasaha means what? Complete grief. So what happens when grief overcomes your state of intelligence and mind? What will happen? You will not know what to do. Right? If you are faced some kind of a death calamity, death situations, when shokam is there, right? If something happened really, the house or situation is in a very shokam state, very sorrowful state. The mind you will never worry about eating, sleeping, nothing will come, right? It is complete shokam. So what will happen when the grief overcomes your mind and intelligence? All your actions, your senses, everything will go away. You will be just completely down. The body will completely go down. Okay, that is why he's using the word shoka samvigna manasaha. Manasa means the mind portion completely go. Mind always takes up the senses, trying to make everything happen. So that what will happen? That will completely destroy all the other aspects, and then grief will overcome your senses. So which means what? You will never be able to smile at anybody. Your eyes will be completely destroyed. Even if somebody new person coming or something happening, also you will never be able to. If somebody gives you whatever, drink, coffee, everything, nothing, you will say no. Even if you give something, also you will say no, I don't want, because that is where the grief portion is. Okay.
Thus ends the Bhakti Vedanta purport of the first chapter of the Srimad Bhagavad Gita, the matter of observing the armies of the battlefield of Kurukshetra.
So the second chapter will continue. Second chapter, the first portion of second chapter will continue with some of the sections told by Arjuna. Okay, so it will continue with what is the state of mind of Arjuna, and then in the 13th sloka, around the 13th, 14th sloka, he will just completely surrender, and then from then on, from 7th, 8th sloka, you can say, from 7th, 8th sloka onwards, it will get into Krishna talking. Okay. Okay, so let's have a quick rinse and repeat. Now we have today we have Ram Prabhu and few others also joined, right? So let's get into what is that we learned in the first chapter quickly, or before first chapter also. What did you learn in the introduction? Introduction, preface. Quick rinse and repeat. Introduction talks about okay. Let's do one thing. We'll do a small group exercise. Mataji, three of you together. You take chapter 1 first sloka to 10th sloka. Okay, just quickly go through. You have to give a 5 minutes. Take your time and then give a small break. Almost. Yes, yes. And first 3 rows. Okay, Prabhuji, you can take the second 10 slokas. Sloka number 20 to 30. Okay. Sorry, 11 to 20. 11 to 20. 3, you can sit together, okay? Just quickly. And Prabhuji, you 4 can take up the next set of slokas. Just 5 minutes. You have to present to Ram Prabhu. Okay. Ram Prabhu, you can also join with them, but come out, okay? Quickly. 21. Yeah. Yeah. Just short, nothing.
God is enshrined there. God is present there. He is very high. Some kind of negotiation.
Told that they are blind as Dhritarashtra. Okay, and he's telling, it's more explained here, like, therefore Sanjay was encouraging Dhritarashtra that his sons were not going to make any kind of compromise. They are not going to compromise in any way. And
He's trying to encourage.
Sanjay is trying to encourage Dhritarashtra. And Duryodhana, after seeing the military, he was very afraid because means the whole team, means the whole army was strategized in such a way that it indirectly he got influenced by that and he got afraid. That's what is said in this second verse. And he went to his commander-in-chief Dronacharya, who was in his real position. And the third one, after third, fourth, fifth, we are
Thinking about the people who are there, presenting.
yeah. From the third, they are the Sanjay is explaining ki on the other side who all are the people there who are ready to fight. And it was Drishdumna Drupad ka putra. And the fourth one is saying Yudhana. The first was Bhim, then is Yudhano, and Virat, then is Drupad, Drupada. Okay.
So he's explaining there about comparing with Arjuna and Bhima's strength. There are other people that.
Yeah. इस सेना में भीम तथा अर्जुन के समान युद्ध करने वाले अनेक वीर धनुर्धर है. दैट इज व्हाट दे आर एक्सप्लेनिंग. और इसमें मेन है युयुधान, विराट एंड द्रुपद. देन द फिफ्थ वन, फिफ्थ श्लोका, इट इज टेलिंग कि देयर आर अदर मोर धनुर्धर. व्हाट वी आर सेइंग इज दृष्टकेतु, देन इज केकितान, देन द एट्थ वन इज काशीराज, नाइन्थ वन इज पुरुजित, 10th वन इज कुंती भोज. एंड इन सभी को योद्धा बोला गया है इसमें. एंड देन आफ्टर दैट द नेक्स्ट जनरेशन आफ्टर these all yodha, the next generation is the 11th one is Yudhamanyu, and the 12th one is Uttamoja, and the 13th one here is Subhadra ka putra, not Subhadra, it's Subhadra ka putra. And the 14th one is Draupadi ke putra, all the 5 putras that are, yeah, Subhadra ka putra is Abhimanyu, yes, and Draupadi ke 5 those are the Pandavas. So total there are the 18 warriors name which I have said, and then from the 7th one, yeah, 7th one, it is said ki
He's trying to be diplomatic and he's present with his wife in
हाँ, he is very diplomatic, he is getting diplomatic कि उसका कि उसके जो आर्मीज को जो संचालन कर रहे हैं, they are very diplomatic.
trying to, he's praising his team.
हाँ, indirectly he is praising his team. That's what we do now. We encourage our team whenever they are doing something. To encourage the team, we speak some very powerful words to encourage them. And then is the 9th one is, and then there are some more powerful yodhas. They are, yeah, Dronacharya, Bhishma, Karan, then is Kripacharya, then Ashwathama, Vikarna, Tata, and Somdat. And जो युद्ध में सदाई, they are called as Vijay Bhava, they are called. And I don't know how much I am doing it. The 9th one is,
There are many people.
there are many other people who are very brave. जो जिन्होंने अपना जीवन त्याग करने के लिए, they are very तत्पर. What we say in तत्पर का another word, what we say? They are ready to, yeah. So ready to, and विविध प्रकार के हथियारों से सुसज्जित है, मतलब काफी वेपन शस्त्र से they are क्या बोलते हैं हाथ में रखने को?
They are ready to fight with
their weapons and युद्ध विद्या में वो लोग बहुत निपुण है, means they are very good at fight, their expertise in fighting. That's what is said here. And number 10, last one is, मतलब Bhishma Pitama has trained them and they have got very good knowledge from Bhishma Pitama and and वो उस knowledge को भीमा के शक्ति से compare किया गया है. Yeah, Bhima is very much experienced, he is very powerful. In the same way, the knowledge has been experienced. And द्वारा भली मात्र संकित होकर
very powerful
then Bhima.
Yeah. So they are comparing Bhishma and Bhima together, and they are not comparable as Bhishma.
One is good in power, strong in power, and one is good in intelligence.
More than Bhima.
Yeah, Bhishma Pitama is more experienced than Bhima. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. We'll continue tomorrow. Okay, we'll continue the group exercise tomorrow. Okay, when somebody presents here, it is very important others listen to him. Okay, no talking in between. Very important. If we have to follow the dharmas, we have to follow the rules of the nations. If somebody is standing here, you have to give them respect by hearing to them. Okay, so tomorrow we'll have that continue the session. Okay, continue with the next group and then the third group.
Prabhuji, I'm traveling next week, so
Yeah.
and, tomorrow, Prabhuji, I won't be able to come.
No problem, Mataji. We will.